Let me ask you something. Are you fueling your body with what it really needs, or just what's quick and easy? Most people think eating healthy means just cutting calories or avoiding junk food. But here's the truth. Your body can't thrive if it's missing certain key nutrients. And the crazy part, most Americans are falling short on these without even realizing it. Today, I'm breaking down the 6 nutrients doctors say you should never skip, and why getting enough of them could change the way you feel every single day. So, stick around because by the end of this video, you'll know exactly what your body's been craving. The power of protein, your body's building block. When you think about protein, chances are your mind goes straight to bodybuilders shaking up big tubs of powder or athletes pounding chicken breasts like it's their job. But here's the truth. Protein isn't just for people trying to bulk up. It's for everyone. Your body literally runs on it. From your hair and skin to your muscles and even the enzymes that help you digest food, protein is the building block that keeps you moving, thinking, and feeling good. Now, here's the kicker. So many Americans aren't actually getting enough high-quality protein, especially in a balanced way. Throughout the day, I'm not talking about piling on a huge steak at dinner and calling it good. I mean making sure you're fueling your body with steady amounts of protein at breakfast, lunch, and dinner. Why? Because that's what keeps your energy stable, your cravings under control, and your muscles strong, even if you're not lifting weights. Think about a typical busy day. You grab a coffee and maybe a bagel on your way to the office. By 10:30, you're already starving because that quick carb rush burned off fast. That's your body saying, "Hey, where's the protein?" But when you start your morning with something like scrambled eggs, Greek yogurt, or even a protein smoothie, suddenly you're not thinking about the break room donuts. You've got lasting fuel, and that mental fog gone. Protein also plays a huge role in keeping your metabolism humming. The more lean muscle you maintain, the more calories your body burns just doing everyday stuff, like walking the dog, carrying groceries, or chasing after kids. That's why skipping out on protein isn't just a missed opportunity, it's a roadblock to feeling your best. The good news is, protein doesn't have to be boring. Sure, chicken and fish are great, but so are beans, lentils, nuts, seeds, and even things like quinoa. For families on the go, simple swaps like choosing Greek yogurt over regular, tossing some turkey slices in a wrap, or adding a scoop of protein powder into your morning oatmeal can make all the difference. It's about creating small, realistic habits that fit your lifestyle, not about perfection. Omega-3s, fuel for your heart and brain. Let's be real. When most people hear fat, they instantly think of something negative. We've been trained to believe fat is the enemy, right? But here's the deal. Your body actually needs healthy fats, and one type in particular, omega-3 fatty acids, is an absolute game changer. Doctors love them, nutritionists swear by them, and the science is rock solid. Omega-3s are the kind of fat that doesn't just sit on your waistline. They fuel your brain, protect your heart, and even help fight inflammation that can make you feel stiff, achy, and tired. Now, here's the catch. Most Americans aren't getting anywhere near enough. If you think about the typical American diet, it's filled with things like fried foods, fast food burgers, and packaged snacks. Those are loaded with the wrong kinds of fat. Meanwhile, the foods rich in omega-3s like salmon, walnuts, chia seeds, or flax seeds aren't showing up nearly as often on our plates. And when you skip out on omega-3s, you're missing out on some serious benefits. Picture this. You've had a stressful day at work, back-to-back Zoom calls, grabbing a fast lunch at your desk, and by 3 p.m. you feel drained and foggy. That's not just being tired. Sometimes it's your brain saying it's under fuel. Omega-3s help keep those brain cells firing, supporting focus, memory, and even your mood. Some studies have even linked omega-3 intake to lower feelings of stress and anxiety. Think of it as brain food that works like premium gas for your mind. But it's not just mental. Omega-3s are like a protective shield for your heart. They help keep cholesterol levels in check, support healthy blood pressure, and improve circulation. That means less risk of heart problems down the road, which, let's be honest, is something every family thinks about. Whether you're in your 30s trying to power through a busy career or in your 50s thinking about long-term health, omega-3s are one nutrient you just can't ignore. The good news, getting them doesn't have to be complicated. You don't need to become a gourmet chef or buy expensive supplements right off the bat. Just start small. Swap that fast food lunch for a salmon salad once a week, sprinkle chia seeds on your morning oatmeal, or grab a handful of walnuts instead of chips during movie night. These little shifts add up, and before you know it, your body's running sharper, stronger, and steadier than ever. Vitamin D, the sunshine nutrient most Americans miss, here's a surprising fact. You can be eating clean, hitting the gym, and still feel sluggish, moody, or even achy. And sometimes the reason isn't a lack of sleep or too much stress. It's a lack of vitamin D. That's why it's often called the sunshine vitamin, because your body naturally makes it when your skin is exposed to sunlight. Sounds simple, right? But here's the problem. Most Americans aren't getting nearly enough, and it's showing up in how we feel every single day. Think about it. We spend hours inside, whether it's in an office, sitting in traffic, or working from home under artificial lights. Add in sunscreen, cloudy weather, or shorter winter days, and suddenly your body isn't producing the vitamin D it needs. And low vitamin D doesn't just zap your energy. It can weaken your immune system, mess with your mood, and even make it harder for your bones to stay strong. Picture a typical weekday. You wake up before the sun, grab your coffee, rush to work, and by the time you finally leave the office, it's dark again. That's a whole day without natural sunlight. No wonder so many of us feel drained or rely on caffeine just to push through the afternoon slump. Vitamin D plays a big role in regulating energy and even balancing your mood, so when you're low, life just feels heavier than it should. But here's the good news. You don't have to move to Florida or spend hours tanning to get your vitamin D levels up. A little intentional sunlight, say a 15-minute walk on your lunch break, can make a huge difference. And when the sun isn't an option, you can get vitamin D from foods like salmon, fortified milk, or even egg yolks. For busy families, that could mean something as simple as swapping soda for fortified orange juice at breakfast, or adding a couple eggs to your weekend brunch. And if you're someone who works long hours indoors or lives in a place with long winters, sometimes a supplement is the most practical way to go. Doctors often recommend it because it's one of the most common deficiencies in the U.S. The bottom line: when your vitamin D levels are right, you'll notice it in your mood, your energy, and even how well your body handles stress. Magnesium, the secret to energy and stress control. If you're someone who feels wired but tired, like you can't shut your brain off at night, but you're dragging yourself out of bed in the morning, there's a good chance magnesium might be the missing piece. Most people don't even think about this mineral, yet it's involved in hundreds of processes in your body. From keeping your heart beating steady, to relaxing your muscles after a long day, to even helping you manage stress. Magnesium is like the quiet hero working behind the scenes. Here's the reality: most Americans aren't getting enough. Busy lifestyles mean a lot of fast food, processed snacks, and grab-on-go meals, and unfortunately, those convenient options are stripped of magnesium. That's why even people who eat pretty healthy sometimes end up low. The signs can sneak up on you: trouble sleeping, feeling tense or anxious, getting muscle cramps after exercise, or even that afternoon crash where coffee doesn't seem to help. Think about it this way. You've had a long day at the office, juggling deadlines, traffic was a nightmare, and by the time you get home, you're wiped out, but your shoulders are still tense. That's where magnesium comes in. It helps your body literally relax. It calms your nervous system, which means better sleep and less of that constant fight or flight mode so many of us live in. And here's the part a lot of people don't realize. Magnesium is also a big player in your energy levels. It's not a quick jolt like caffeine. Instead, it helps your cells actually make energy. So, when you're running low, you feel drained, no matter how much coffee you pour. Getting enough magnesium is like giving your body the tools it needs to power through your day without burning out. The good news: it's not hard to add more magnesium, rich foods to your diet. Think spinach in your morning omelette, a handful of almonds as an afternoon snack, or swapping white rice for quinoa at dinner. Even dark chocolate, yes, the good kind with higher cocoa content, packs a magnesium punch. For families, small changes like serving roasted sweet potatoes instead of fries or sprinkling pumpkin seeds on a salad can go a long way. And if your doctor recommends it, a simple supplement can fill the gaps. The bottom line is, when magnesium is in check, your body runs smoother, your stress feels lighter, and your nights of tossing and turning start to fade away. Fiber, the gut health game changer. When most people hear the word fiber, they think of boring brand cereal or those chalky powders your grandparents used to stir into water. But fiber is so much more than that. It's like the unsung hero of nutrition, something your body needs every single day, not just to keep digestion moving, but to support your overall health in ways that might surprise you. Here's the truth: most Americans aren't even close to getting enough fiber. We live in a world of fast food drive-thrus, packaged snacks, and grab-on-go meals that are stripped of the good stuff, and the result: bloating, sluggish digestion, energy crashes, and even stubborn weight gain that doesn't seem to budge no matter how much you work out. That's where fiber comes in. It keeps your gut happy, your metabolism steady, and your cravings under control. Think about it like this: you grab a plain bagel and cream cheese on the way to work. By 11 a.m., you're starving, distracted, and fighting the urge to hit the vending machine. But if that breakfast had included some fiber, say whole grain toast with avocado or oatmeal topped with berries, you'd feel full longer, more focused, and less likely to raid the office snacks. That's the power of fiber. It slows down digestion just enough to keep your blood sugar steady and your energy balanced. And here's another bonus: fiber feeds the good bacteria in your gut. You've probably heard the term gut health thrown around a lot, and it's not just a trend. A healthy gut is linked to better immunity, better mood, and even clearer skin. Fiber-rich foods like fruits, vegetables, beans, and whole grains act like fertilizer for those good gut bugs, helping them thrive so they can take care of you. The best part: adding fiber doesn't have to be complicated. Toss some apple slices in your kid's lunchbox, switch from white bread to whole wheat, or try swapping chips for popcorn on family movie night. Even something as simple as adding a side of roasted veggies at dinner can make a huge difference. And if you're worried about feeling too healthy, remember this: fiber isn't about restriction, it's about freedom. Freedom from constant cravings, from that mid-afternoon slump, and from feeling like your digestion is always working against you. When fiber is on your side, everything just feels easier. Calcium, more than just strong bones. When you hear calcium, you probably think of milk commercials from the 90s with the classic "Got Milk" slogan. And yes, calcium is famous for building strong bones and teeth, but here's what most people don't realize: calcium does way more than just keep your skeleton sturdy. It's actually involved in things you use every single day, like moving your muscles, keeping your heart beating regularly, and even helping your nerves send signals so your body can function properly. It's not just about preventing fractures when you're older. It's about staying strong, steady, and energized right now. The problem? A lot of Americans aren't hitting their daily calcium needs. Between busy work schedules, skipping meals, and the rise of soda or energy drinks over milk or fortified options, calcium often takes a back seat. And when your body doesn't get enough, it doesn't just shrug it off. Instead, it starts pulling calcium from your bones to keep your heart and muscles working. Over time, that can weaken your bone density and increase your risk of breaks and aches later in life. Think about it like this. You're running from meeting to meeting, grabbing a quick sandwich for lunch, maybe skipping dinner because you're too tired, and by the end of the week, your body is running on empty. Without enough calcium, little signals show up: muscle cramps after a workout, feeling more fatigued than usual, or even restless sleep. These aren't random annoyances. They're your body waving a flag that it's missing something essential. But here's the encouraging part. Getting enough calcium doesn't have to be complicated or boring. Sure, dairy products like milk, yogurt, and cheese are classic sources, but there are plenty of other options. Think leafy greens like kale, fortified plant-based milks, almonds, and even canned salmon with the bones in. For families, it could be as simple as swapping soda for a glass of fortified orange juice at breakfast, or keeping string cheese handy as an easy after-school snack for the kids. And here's a little secret: calcium works best when it's paired with vitamin D, because that's what helps your body actually absorb it. So that walk in the sunshine during your lunch break, it's not just good for your mood, it's helping your bones too. At the end of the day, calcium isn't just about avoiding weak bones when you're older. It's about fueling your body to stay active, strong, and confident in the everyday moments that matter most. B vitamins, your daily energy boosters. If you've ever wondered why some days you feel like you're dragging your feet no matter how much coffee you drink, the answer might not be another latte. It could be B vitamins. This group of nutrients, often called the energy vitamins, plays a major role in how your body turns the food you eat into usable fuel. They don't give you a quick buzz like caffeine, but without them, your body can't make the steady energy you need to power through your day. Here's the thing, life in America is busy. Between long commutes, deadlines, family obligations, and non-stop notifications, most of us are running on fumes. And while we think grabbing an energy drink or an extra-large coffee will save the day, what our bodies really need is a consistent supply of B vitamins to keep our energy engine running. When you're low, you feel it: fatigue, brain fog, even irritability that makes small stresses feel bigger than they are. Think about it like this. You've got a morning packed with back-to-back Zoom calls, a quick lunch at your desk, and then soccer practice to shuttle the kids to after work. By the time you get home, you're completely spent. That's where B vitamins step in. They help your body process carbs, protein, and fat into real energy your cells can actually use. In other words, they're like the spark plugs keeping your engine from stalling out. And it's not just about energy. Different B vitamins have their own special roles. B6 helps with brain function and mood regulation. B12 supports nerve health and red blood cell production. And folate is essential for cell repair and overall vitality. When you put them together, it's like a dream team working behind the scenes to keep your body sharp, focused, and resilient. The good news is, B vitamins are found in a wide variety of foods, so you don't have to overhaul your diet to get them. Whole grains, eggs, beans, leafy greens, poultry, and even fortified breakfast cereals are all solid sources. For families on the go, simple swaps make a difference. Choose a whole grain wrap over white bread, toss spinach into your morning smoothie, or pack hard boiled eggs for an easy snack between meetings. And for those who follow plant-based diets, B12 is one to really watch since it mostly comes from animal products. In that case, fortified foods or supplements can help fill the gap. When your B vitamin levels are on point, you feel the difference. Your mornings don't feel as heavy, your afternoons aren't such a crash zone, and even your mood gets a natural boost. It's not about quick fixes, it's about giving your body the steady, sustainable energy it was designed to have. So there you have it. The 6 nutrients doctors say you should never skip if you want to feel your best. And the truth is, it's not about overhauling your entire diet overnight. It's about making small, consistent choices that add up, choosing the salmon instead of the burger once in a while, swapping white bread for whole grain, or getting outside for a little sunshine. Those little shifts can completely change your energy, your mood, and even your long-term health. If today's video gave you a few ideas or reminded you of something you've been meaning to work on, do me a favor, hit that like button so more people can find this information. And if you want more practical, doctor-approved health tips that actually fit into a busy American lifestyle, go ahead and subscribe to Vital Shape Fitness. I drop new videos every week to help you fuel your body, feel stronger, and live healthier without the overwhelm. And hey, I'd love to hear from you. What's one nutrient you know you've been skipping, and what's one simple change you're going to try this week? Drop it in the comments because your story might inspire someone else. Thanks for watching, take care of yourself, and I'll see you in the next video.